with us, Mrs. Bryant? Cooey, how are you? Anyway, everybody, hello, are you all with us? Are we all, do you all have your sound on? Jolly good. Anyway, welcome everybody. A warm welcome to you all to the Parish Hall Team Extraordinary Zoom meetings and Teams and Extraordinary Hall Users Meeting. Hello, Mavis. Hello, Mavis. Are you still with us? I thought we had lost you for a moment in a puff of smoke. Oh, good. You're back with us. You went all blue and fuzzy for a bit. Anyway, we're all getting used to these Zoom meetings now. You know, a couple of years ago, before the pandemic, none of us knew what Zoom meetings were. And if you'd asked me what I thought was a Zoom meeting back then, well, I would have thought it was some sort of meeting in a fast car. Now, I do think that we cannot let an occasion of this especial nature pass without stopping for a moment just to say a few words about what are worthwhile and stimulating and interesting endeavour we are all engaged in. We all of us take things for granted all too easily these days. And I do think we should all pat ourselves on the back for what we do in attending this and other Zoom meetings. Mavis, are you still with us? I thought we'd lost you again. It is most certainly true that there are plenty of rather good programmes on the television that we could be watching tonight instead of attending this Zoom. It is particularly gratifying to see so many young faces staring back at me on my computer screen tonight. We often think that young people of today are only out for a good time or are far too busy hooked to their mobile phones to give up their valuable time to this auspicious and extraordinary Zoom users meeting. You most certainly can't say that these young people are only out for a good time or hooked to their mobiles. I cannot let an occasion of this nature pass without making a special mention of Mavis on the teapot and her fantastic sandwich making techniques, and also of Mavis's hard work in organising the village food bank for the poor of the Valley parish. How on earth would we survive the indeterminable, lengthy committee meetings without Mavis's tea and biscuits and a ravishing cucumber sandwiches? whilst I think of it, could I hope you don't mind me mentioning, but could I please ask the young Conservatives that when they're using the hall to please refrain from stuffing their unwanted prawn cocktail sandwiches in the heating vents. Poor Mavis was quite overwhelmed on her way to the food bank. The smell of the prawns going off was awful for her, and the committee wasted a considerable amount of their time removing the decaying sandwiches with knitting needles and surgical forceps. Well, now we must say a big thank you to Kate Rayner and her knitting club circle for kindly lending us their knitting needles in order to remove these offending sandwiches in the heating vents, and of course our celebrated village author, Dr. Kildare, for lending us his forceps. You may not know of his celebrated writings, as he writes under the pen name of Big Barrow. Mavis and I would like to express our thanks to a gentleman called Scott Manning, you all know him, and his Naval Contemplators Club, who kindly alerted us that unless something is done about the back boiler, there's going to be trouble. No, do not fear, as Mavis has seen to it before there is an unfortunate eruption. Rumours that the Fake News and Conspiracy Theory Society are no longer meeting on Thursdays are quite untrue. Now, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this. I feel rather embarrassed to say this, but whilst I think of it, could I please remind Mrs. French and her flying trapeze and exotic burlesque dance classes that following more sightings of peeping Toms in the village, to please draw the curtains completely shut when they are rehearsing. Draw the curtains and put the lights on. And like Mavis always says, if the lights don't come on, just change the light bulbs. How many dance teachers does it take to change a light bulb? 5, 6, 7, 8? 5, 6, 7, 8? Can I just say a word of thanks to our marvellous village rock band, the Electric Prawns, and their all-girl, all-girl backing singers, mutton dressed as lamb, of course, the Scrummy Tarts, for their wonderful raspberry Corley version of God Save the King. Mavis and I would like to draw the line when it comes to the art club. Their drawing circles class seems utterly pointless, but we do rather love their rapid stress relief artwork and their naturist drawings. Yes. Could Mavis and I also say a big thank you to Geraldine Storm Geraldine Storm and her Laughter Yoga Club. We always appreciate how they always bend over backwards for us and are so flexible for us.
I owed him up.
Mavis and I please remind the Dickie Wood and the Lego Club to please put it away? Can I please remind you that what has 4 wheels and likes eating up Lego bricks is Mavis's vacuum cleaner. Just as the Amateur Photography Club keeps telling me, life is just like photography. You always use the negatives to develop. And that's the way forwards for us at our village hall, is that we learn from these little mishaps, the need to close curtains, to put away the Lego, and to beware of the peeping Toms. And that will enable us to keep moving forwards in a positive direction with our village hall club. So many thanks to all of you for taking time out to attend this Zoom meeting. And please keep going in a positive direction and avoiding our little mishaps. Anyway, all the very best, and many thanks to you all for all looking in instead of watching the wonderful television tonight. Bye-bye.